So what's your top tip for helping senior leaders position themselves for career success now and in the future? What's your top tip? And I think particularly now, this idea of, what do they need to do to be positioning themselves and thinking? Because you've all said, don't stand still, don't not do anything, do something. So what should they be doing?
Well,
Um,
I'm
so maybe.
I can start. I have to say that one of the we talk about all the great things that did happen in pandemic and people being more resilient and all of that. But there was also a downside that before the mental health diagnosis, it used to be 1 in 10 people. Before the pandemic, it's now 1 in 5. So which means our mental health has taken the battering. So even though we're trying to move forward, we're trying being resilient, it has done some damage to us in some way. So one of the things that I feel that people need to probably protect more is their mental well-being. The waiting list at the moment to get a professional or services is 35 weeks locally where I live. So that is massive. Therefore, I would rather people start to prioritize their mental well-being, allow protected time for it, just to be able to keep themselves going better, so you don't actually need to go and see someone about that. And I'm just recommending something called a well-being hour, which I recommend it to all my clients anyway. It just protect the time once a week or once a day if you can, an hour a day, where you spend time with yourself, either in terms of learning something or being active, taking exercises, going out for a walk, just being more mindful about what's happening with you, or just simply learning something, like I just mentioned, learning a new course or something that keeps you sharp. It will help your mental well-being. And if you do that, then everything else will flow as a result of that. But you cannot be job hunting and career building and being creative if your mental well-being is affected. So that's what I would say there. I think is key going into the 2021 is what we need to do now. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Great tip. Mental health. That we need to focus on this. We're not machines. And I
No.
think we're trying to turn ourselves into machines, and
No.
our bodies are rebelling against it. Our mind is rebelling, and we need to find a way. And I think that 1 hour a day is a great.
Yeah.
And we can't find an hour for ourselves. What can we?
Yes.
What can we do? So Janice, your thoughts?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just, I absolutely agree with everything Obi's said, actually. I think you can't do much without having that wellness. But if you've got that kind of managed, then I think it'd be good to sort of take stock of where you are, actually. Take the time to kind of think about, what value you can bring, your skills, your experience, your interests, so that you can kind of see where you can best position them, actually. So that would be my top tip. Once you've sorted out the well-being and your mental health, and you've got that energy and focus, then look at, what have you got that you can bring to the table.
Lovely. Are there any particular frameworks people can use, or is it just a matter of just sort of sitting down and writing these things down?
And there is sort of questionnaires that people can use as skills questionnaires. Some of these things are available online. There are things that you can look at to sort of try and identify your strengths as well. So, or you can just think about times when you were at your best, actually, and a day flowed, and kind of break it down like that. So there's different ways you can do it.
Lovely. Thank you. Really practical tips there. And Carol?
Yes, so I would agree with what both Janice and Obi have said. And I would say to determine what success means to you. So get clear on what success is, because that might have changed, as some of we've talked about, that might have changed because a lot of people are reevaluating their lives now. So get clear on what success means to you. And then once you're clear about what that is and why, because it's important that you think about the why as well, then work out what it is that you need to do to get there, and how you can position yourself for it, what support that you need, who can support you, and utilize your network as well, and particularly LinkedIn. I know there's no sort of physical networking events going on, but you can utilize LinkedIn for that.